بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله حمدا كثيرا طيبا مباركا فيه كما يحب ربنا ويرضاه. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. ونحن في الصفحة 78 on page number 78. We left this here for homework in the last lesson. We want to go through this and then proceed. Our lesson today will be the time of 2 lessons. And this probably will be our last week, so every day we want to do 2 lessons in one, or approximately 2 lessons in one. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for his assistance. On page number 78, we're still in the chapter of Ismul Ishara. هذا وهذه ذلك تلك هؤلاء أولئك هنا هناك. There are other words for Ism Ishara, but this is just the basics. Number 1, عندك يا محمد.
يا حسن، هذه الملابس جديدة لك للعيد.
نعم يا حسن. هذه the thou has a kasra. It's not هذه. هذه الملابس الجديدة لك للعيد. Use هذه because malabis is what? Because it's plural. No. So use هذه for something that's singular, feminine, or something that's plural. Number 2, عندك يا إبراهيم.
يا سليم.
What's that word?
Yes. Salam.
There's an aleph there. What does that aleph mean after the scene? That fat is elongated. Salim.
الزبيب هو العصير تلك
don't say fill.
في تلك السيارة.
What's that last word?
السيارة.
نعم يا سالم الزبيب والعصير في تلك السيارة. Oh Salim, the raisins and the juice are in that car. Zabib is raisins. الزبيب. Al-Asir is juice. The plural is Asair. Asair. Tilka, because Sayyar is feminine. So it won't be Dhalika, because Dhalika is for something that is masculine. Number 3, عندك يا موكل.
يا أخوتي
النعال لبناتك. نعم. So which one is it? هذا or هذه?
هذا.
Why? The correct one is هذه because ni'al is plural. Ni'al is plural. يا أختي هذه النعال لبناتك. Oh my sister, these shoes are for your daughters. Shoes is plural. What's one shoe? Na'lun. Na'lun. That's one shoe. Na'lun. So ni'al is plural. So when we use the plural, we have to say هذه. يا أختي هذه النعال لبناتك. These shoes are for your daughters. عندك يا عيسى أبا عيسى.
سفيان
يا سفيان.
يا سفيان هذان نعلان ذاك.
طيب أعد. Read it again.
يا سفيان هذان نعلان
النعلان.
النعلان النعلان ذاك.
نعم يا سفيان هذان النعلان لك. Oh Sufyan, these two shoes are for you. Are for you. These two shoes. Two shoes means a pair of shoes. A pair of shoes. In English, we don't say wear my two shoes. We don't say that in English. You say wear my shoes. No. But in Arabic, you say na'lan. Aina na'layya. You don't say aina ni'ali. Ni'ali would be wear my shoes, meaning 3 or more, like 5, 6 pairs of shoes when you say aina ni'ali. But what's correct to say aina na'layya. Ya akhi, aina ya bunay, oh my son, aina na'lak. Na'lak. Na'laki ya ukhti. Na'am. Number 5.
هذه الشباب طلاب العلم من اليمن.
Okay, which one is it going to be? هذه or هؤلاء? Because Shabab is a group of men. These youth are students of ilm from Yemen. These youth.
هذه well no.
هؤلاء الشباب. So if it's plural, we use هذه. But if it's plural and it has intellect, they can use هؤلاء. So you say هذه الأقلام. هذه النعال, because it's plural. But now if it's a group of people, you can even say هؤلاء. You can say هذه الكلاب, these dogs. هذه الكباش, these sheep. Doesn't have intellect. And something that has intellect, you want to say هؤلاء الشباب. الشباب, what does shabab mean? Youth. It's plural. What's the singular? What's the single?
شباب.
Single for shabab. Shab.
شاب.
طيب.
شاب.
Shab. Still. Then why does shabab have two bars?
شباب.
Why doesn't it have two bars, and then the singular is only one bab? How's that? The singular is shabun. Shabun. Shabatun. Shabatun. That's a teenage girl. Shabun. The ba has a shadda on it. It's not shabun. Shabun. Shab. Shab. Yeah, why we know it? Because it has two bars in the plural. Like what? Tabib has two bars in the singular, but when you go to the end of the plural, atibba, it's mushaddada. It's mushaddada. Atibba. هؤلاء الشباب. شباب. شاب. شاب. A youth. Number 6. عندك يا محمد. Hold on, I'm sorry. Hold on a second. Let's see who's here online. We did not need. I didn't understand what was that written. Do we need a fatha on هؤلاء? نعم بارك الله فيك. نعم بارك الله فيك. هؤلاء, that's supposed to be a fatha on that one there. There's a kasra. Yes. بارك الله فيك. نعم. طيب online, who's going to do number 6? الدروس في القرآن في, what do we say? نعم هذه المساجد الثلاثة هذه because it's plural because it's plural but that masajid should have a kasra. Masajid normally doesn't accept a kasra except if what? Except if it has an alif lam on it and it accepts a kasra. That's why masajid doesn't accept a kasra. Except if it has an alif lam, then it accepts a kasra. Number 7. Al-'itru tayyibun. Who's online? What do we say? هذا or هذه?
هذا.
هذا نعم بارك الله فيك. هذا العطر طيب. هذا العطر طيب. And this is what is correct. It's not atar, it's itar. And the plural is utur. Utur. نعم. هذا العطر طيب. طيب number 8. حقائبنا في. Do we say ذلك الغرفة or تلك الغرفة? تلك. Because it's feminine, because it's mu'annath. بارك الله فيكم. بارك الله فيكم. الوليمة في, what do we say, ذلك البيت or تلك البيت?
تلك البيت.
What do we say, ذلك البيت or تلك البيت? ذلك البيت. Bait is masculine. ذلك البيت. تلك is something that's feminine. طيب, what's a walima? When do we have a walima? When is the walima? After the nikah. It's not connected to the child being born. That's something else. Right? The child being born is aqiqah. And after the wedding is walima. طيب. Originally, and some customs differ, so and it's a light matter. It's not something that has to be rigid. But the walima is after the woman is taken to the man's house, and after you have the aqd first, you have the contract. Then after the contract, you have the day that the zifaf. A zifaf, this is a custom that we don't know, but inshallah soon will come a day that we know it. And zifaf is the woman is taken from her village, from her town, from her people. Her people, they get together and they take her from Patterson to Inglewood. Now, all her people with her. Main cars for the khas, for the close family. Then you got the second car, third car, fourth car, fifth car. As we would say, they coming deep. You know, she got people representing. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna take her all to Inglewood, to the house of.
I'm sorry.
Not just necessarily the groom, but to the family. He lives there with his family himself. You know what I'm saying? And the mother of the girl, and maybe her sister's gonna walk her up to her room, sit her down. You know what I'm saying? Say, listen, it's gonna be all right. You all right? This is that, mashallah. She's coming in the room for the first time. She sees her wardrobe. She sees where she's gonna put her clothes. She sees the furniture. Mashallah, it's on. Everything is looking nice. He done hooked up everything. Incense is in there, smelling good. Everything is, that's all right. Then the family leaves, and then he enters upon his wife the first time. After that is the walima. Okay, after that is the walima. Some people might be doing it after before that. It's all good, but originally it's after that. It's after you take. The woman is zifaf. She tuzaf. She's brought to her husband, and unfortunately, the men are zuzaf into the women. Stuck with Allah. The men are brought to the woman's house, so she takes out one of her drawers and says, "This drawer is for you," and she moves up some of her clothes and she said, "This pillow is for you." That's not the position of a man. That's not the position of a man. Now she moved her stuff over in the closet and said thing, and she takes out some of the stuff out of her clothes. It's her dresser. You know what I'm saying? No, this dresser, that's hers. It's her dresser, her wardrobe, hers. Nuh-uh. And she feels honored, like, man, he's, you know. So after this, the walima. You know, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Awlam, walau bishar." Awlam is the fi'l from walima. Awlam, have the walima, walau bishar, even if it's with a goat. Meaning the walima is wajib, the goat is mustahab. Nah. And it's puts barakah. What people, when they come to the walima, what they're going to say? Barakallahu lak, barakallahu alayk, wa jama bainakum. Barakallahu lak, wa barak. May the barakah be for you, may the barakah be on you, and Allah may Allah guide you all in goodness. Keep saying it. Everybody you say, keep saying it, keep saying it, keep saying it. How much barakah are you going to have? If it was full that day, she's going to be honored, and the family's going to be like, well, look what he put on. Look at, you know. He slaughtered 2 cows, or he slaughtered 2 goats, or he just got a lot of chickens, whatever he did. It's an honor. But when you don't do it, it's just like, no walima? I'm not worth a walima? You know what I'm saying? No, it's barakah in the zawaj. According to what you can afford. The Prophet ﷺ couldn't afford meat in his walima. Well, one of the Sahabas, I forget his name, he used to put the walima on for the Prophet. He financially took care of the Prophet's walima. Nah. So the walima is important. Honor your wife. Nah, honor her family. That when they come, they have a special place. This is where the family sits. On the woman's side, the woman's family come back. You know, they're the first ones who comes. You know, they're the first ones who come. It's something in Yemen. It's something that's azim. I went to a wedding. It was so much happiness. I wanted to grab some of it out of the air and put it in my pocket for a rainy day. That's how much. I'm not from this family or that family. But they come. After that, they have some customs that the men, now they come to the woman's family. After then, he done did his thing. They want to put something on also. But this is extra. This is all on earth. So when they come, first one that come is that one that got married and his father and the grandfather. They come up to the door of the father of the woman. The woman, you don't ever see them. There's no woman in sight. You see their father and their grandfather. And they, you know, they give the salams, and then it's on. They come, they have this here. The food is coming. The ones who serve the food are the family of whoever's hosting. I'm looking at the kids who are doing it, and the young men and the teenagers. It's on everybody on that side of the family. They'll host. Nobody's sitting down. On that side of the family, ain't nobody sitting down. They are up. You want some more tea? They're boom, 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 boom. They're washing and changing. None of them sit down. They're working. You feel honored. My God, their cousins, they looked out for us. Y'all need to ride back home. Y'all need to. So it happens. Is ulfa is the combining of 2 families. So it happens so combining and complexing and so dynamic that it helps to preserve the marriage. What's the plural for walima? What's the plural for masjid? So we got this wow, we got this lamb. Wala'im, sajid. Wala'im. Al-wala'im. Wala'im. That's why aqiqah is just literally the slaughtering. Keep the meat or hand out the meat. It's not the cooking of the food. It's not the invite. It's literally slaughter. No, that's the aqiqah. We have a religion. Now, we don't need baby showers and all that other stuff. We don't need that. Leave that for them. We don't need that. That's a shame that, you know, the Muslims have baby showers. Tayyib, Bismillah, number 10. Ya Abi, and Ya Muhammad. Na'am, ha'ulai, you know the people online. Ha'ulai tulab ashabi. Oh, my father, these students are my friends. Ha'ulai tulab ashabi. Tayyib online, number 11. Al-kibash sadaqatun lil-fuqara. Kibash is the plural for Kepsh. And Kepsh is a sheep. Kibash is sheeps. So if it's sheeps, we're not going to say ha'ulai, because the sheeps is that they don't have an aqad. So we're going to say هذه الكباش. But you could say هؤلاء كباش, but it's more correct to say هذه الكباش. هذه الكباش. But both of them are correct. صدقة للفقراء is charity for the poor. فقراء is poor. One, the singular is فقير. فقير. And the plural is فقراء. Number 12. يا أمي الزيت على الرف. هناك. أحسنت. That's good. Oh my mother, the oil is over there on the shelf. Zayt is oil, like cooking oil. هناك is there. على الرف is over there on the shelf. طيب, inshallah, we're going to move on. This page here, we read, alhamdulillah. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. ونحن في الصفحة 81. We're on page number 81. جمل مفيدة. This is probably the first time this came up in the book, but it's going to come up several times after this. Beneficial sentences. Jumalun mufidatun. Jumalun is the plural for jumlatun, a sentence. But jumalun is sentences. What does mufida mean? What's the name of this book that we're studying?
Beneficial.
Right. What's the name of the book we're studying now?
Beneficial mubad.
Al-Mabadi al-Mufida. Al-Mabadi al-Mufida. The beneficial fundamentals. Starting points. Jumul Mufida. What does Jumul Mufida mean? Beneficial sentence for the chapter that we're in. What chapter are we in? Lamul Mulk. Lamul Mulk. Let's go back. Let's look at the head of this chapter. Damir Muttasil Lamul Mulk. And that's at the beginning of page number 80. Li walaka walaki walahu. We're going to have some beneficial sentences concerning this lamul mulk, which means it's mine, or I have, or it's for me, or you have, or it's for you, depending on the content of the sentence. Number 1, you are going to repeat after me. Li qalaman walaka qalamun wahidun.
Okay.
واحد. لي قلمان ولك قلم واحد. I have 2 pens and you have 1 pen. I have 2 pens. Or for you, it's 1 pen. And you have 1 pen. It can mean I have or for me. Now, if there's pens on here, I said li. For me is this, walak, and for you is that. It depends on the context of the sentence. طيب. هذا الثوب له وهذا الكساء لها. Now, this garment is for him, and this garment is for her. Kisa is a garment. It's not necessarily a woman's garment. It's a garment. It's a piece of clothing. Nah, it's a piece of clothing. It's a general word meaning clothing. Nah, it's a general word meaning clothing. It's garment. هذا الطعام والشراب لهما. هذا الطعام والشراب لهما. This food and drink is for them, meaning 2 of them. It's for them. لهما. هل لك بيت في القرية؟ هل لك بيت في القرية? Do you have a house in the village? Do you have a house? هل لك بيت? And do you own it? هل لك, do you have this? Do you own this? هل لك بيت في القرية؟ نعم. الشيخ له 4 أزواج. الشيخ له 4 أزواج. طيب عندي سؤال. أزواج, first of all, it means the sheikh, he has 4 wives. Azwaj is the plural of what? Zawj or zawjatun? Azwaj is the plural for what? Zawj or zawjatun? Which is it? Azwaj is the plural for zawj. What's the plural for zawjatun? What's the plural for zawjatun? Zawjatun. Zawjatun. Zawjatun, you're going to add an alif and a ta, it's going to be zawjatun. That's what you do when something has a ta on it. You add an alif or ta. For azwaj is the plural for what? Zawj. So why is there not a ta on arba'u? Who's going to answer online? Arba'u. Why isn't there a ta? Why isn't arba'atu? Why is it arba'u?
Aqsu Mawdud.
I'm sorry? Right, the singular is masculine. The singular is not masculine. The singular is feminine, so we have to make this opposite. Singular is feminine, zawj. The meaning, the wording of it is masculine, but we're looking at the meaning. The meaning is a wife. It's a wife. So the singular is what? Feminine, so we have to make the number opposite. Now, every time we come across this example, I'm going to ask you all. I'm going to ask you all. What do? You look at the singular of this word that's plural. You look at the singular of it. Azwaj. What's the singular? Zawj. Zawj. Is it masculine or feminine? Feminine. It means wife. We're not looking at the structure of it. We're looking at the meaning of it. All right. So when the meaning of it is feminine, the number has to be the opposite of that thing. The numbers has to be what?
Opposite.
Has to be opposite. Has to be masculine. You all repeat after me. Ya Maymuna, hal laki jilbabun lil Eid. Ya Maymuna, hal laki jilbabun lil Eid. Oh, Maymuna, do you have a jilbab for the Eid? And this is the most honorable dress that a woman could wear. And this is what's wajib for the Muslim woman to wear when she leaves the house. And she is the most honorably dressed in the entire world. There is nothing more honorable than the believing woman. If you look at the Christian woman, how they dress, it's no comparison. If you look at the Jew and he has curls on his hair, he might have his yarmulke on and his long black coat, and what his wife is wearing next to him is nothing compared to the Muslim woman. There's nothing like the Muslim woman. So she had to honor herself with Islam. She don't have to honor herself with her intellect, but I think, matter of fact, now that we don't need your interpretation or your 2 cents. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala legislated this deen 1400 years ago and said, Al-Yawm akmaltu lakum deenakum wa atmamtu alaykum ni'mati. Today I have completed for your religion. I perfected for you my favor. So it's upon the woman to honor herself by submitting and surrendering, not thinking about what's good and what's bad or what she thinks. Who asked you to think? Stay in your place. Stay in your place. You're the slave of Allah. So it really defeats the purpose. When you see a woman, a Muslim woman, She has on tight pants, tight shirt, and she had this big hijab on her head, like it's a identification card, like it's an ID. Where's the hijab? Where did the hijab go? Where is the covering? You're just going to cover your hair, and what's more of a fitna, your hair or your body? Even Allah has commanded the women, وَلْيَضْرِبْنَ بِخُمُرِهِنَّ عَلَى جُيُوبِهِنَّ, that they have to drop their hijabs over their chest. And the shape of their chest is not actually, this is Islam. This is Islam. Don't defeat the purpose of your intellect. And you have something scientific that's totally covering. It doesn't have to be black. It could be green. It could be blue. It could be brown. Black is more subtle, but brown is just a subtle. It's not like pink or white, which draws attention. No. It could be any color. That's not the issue. But it's covering her totally. No. And covering her neck. And save that you want to show this, and you want to do that with your sisters when you're in the house with the sisters or your husband or your regular family. That's what that's for. Nah. You're a woman. Nah. النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال إذا المرأة عورة, the woman is عورة. المرأة عورة إذا خرجت من البيت استشرفها الشيطان. If she leaves from the house, Shaitan uses her for fitna. Na'am. Shaitan uses her for fitna. Na'am. When the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says, ما تركت بعدي فتنة هي أشد على الرجال من النساء. I have not left behind me a fitna that's more harmful upon the men than the women. This is the greatest fitna that's been left around. Imam al-Nawawi mentions this in the Bab and Riyadh al-Salihin, the rights of the men. And what is it? How could he mention this hadith in the rights of the men? And this is the right of a man has, that a woman, la tuftinu, that she's not a temptation for him. You come outside, taqillah. I gotta go to work. You know what I'm saying? I gotta come outside. The Prophet said, I didn't leave any fitna more hard on the men than the women. He put this in the chapter, the rights of a man. And he has the right to go to school. He has the right to, do what he has to do. That's his right. He has to go out. He doesn't have to bump into naked women all over the place. That's his right. For the Muslim woman, you are far, far more honorable than that. And you're far, far more dignified than that. And your integrity is in the sky with the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is something that even the small girls, they might be small and they don't have to wear the hijab. And they're small, they don't have to wear the jilbab. But there's you're getting big now. They might say, do you want a hijab? And she's just 4 years old. Something like, it's honorable. You want a hijab now? You're 6 years, and she doesn't have to wear it at that time. But it's like grooming. It's like, oh, she has a hijab now. She has a jilbab. She's like, oh, you're like a little woman. You treat her like she's a woman. She's honored to wear that. And the other girls, they might have the little nice dresses on outside. But this one, she's 7. She's wearing a jilbab. Oh, she's a little woman. It's like, wow. So we have to do this slowly. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for his help. Number 7. Al-minbar lil-khutbah. The minbar, which is those 3 steps that's there, we're not going to translate it as the pulpit. That is not permissible. That's not permissible. It's not the pulpit. I don't even like to call the khutbah a sermon, but hey, I'm critical, I'm harsh, But the pulpit, that's a no-no. It's the minbar, it's what the Prophet stood on, it has 3 steps. And so somebody said to the Prophet, let me make for you something that if you sat on it, it would be like you were standing up. If he sat on it, he would be at the height of somebody who's standing. So you could see everybody who was sitting. Sometimes the Prophet sat on the minbar and spoke. And if you stood up, mashallah, you could see. The point in the sentence is the lam al-mulk. Lil khutbah. Al-minbar lil khutbah. That's the point in this sentence. So don't let the point of the sentence pass you by. The point of the sentence is what? Lam al-mulk lil khutbah. For the khutbah. No. No, sermon is good. Your teacher, he's like a desert Arab. He's out of date. Number 8. الوضوء للصلاة وقراءة القرآن. الوضوء للصلاة وقراءة القرآن. Wudu is for making salah, and it's for also reading Quran. But it's not wajib to make it to read Quran. When is another time legislated to make wudu? Before you go to bed. And so you also have to do that. Make wudu when you go to bed. قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم ألا أدلكم على ما يمحو الله به الخطايا ويرفع به الدرجات قالوا بلى يا رسول الله. Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam says, should I show you all or indicate to you all that which Allah wipes away with it the sins and raises up with it the ranks? They said yes. He said, Isbaghul wudu ala al-makarih. Isbaghul wudu ala al-makarih. Making a good wudu when it's disliked. Who's loved and looking forward to make wudu before he goes to bed? I mean, that's the last thing you want to be when you go to bed. It's wet. SubhanAllah. It's difficult. Ibadah is something you have to get used to. Is difficult on the smallest of things like wudu. Your nafs is like, I broke my wudu. As if you gotta, as if you have to make ghusl, or you gotta, what I'm saying, just wudu. But the nafs sees ibadah difficult. It's difficult. So also before you go to bed, that's good, and have your children do that. والنبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال لا يحافظ على الوضوء إلا المؤمن. No one preserves his wudu except the mu'min. So when you break wudu, make wudu. Or every time you use the bathroom, make wudu. Make that your habit. Don't use the bathroom and then you don't make wudu. You're right there at the water. No one preserves wudu except a believer. Nah, it's not wajib. It's not wajib. Nah. But when you make wudu, you wipe away your sins. Nah. So you think about that when you're making wudu, and you wipe away your sins. Everything your eyes saw, everything your hands touched, everything your mouth spoke, everything. Nah. So it's a good opportunity. Now, stay in wudu at all times. At all times. Especially those who are afflicted with mental illnesses or they hear voices and things like that. They should be in wudu at all times. Number 9. هذا المفتاح لبيتي. هذا المفتاح لبيتي. What does this mean?
This is the key to the house.
This key is to my house.
To my house.
Right, y'all look at everything. Don't take it generally, like the house. No, it's my house. Libayti. This key is for my house. Miftah, what's the plural? Mafatih. Mafatih wa mafatih. Both of them. Number 10. يا شعيب هل لك إخوة وأخوات؟ وأخوات. يا شعيب هل لك إخوة وأخوات؟ هل لك إخوة Ikhwatun wa akhawatun. Don't say ikhwatun. Ikhwatun wa akhawatun. Now, reading, it needs drill. The teacher has to go over and go over and go over and go over until the tongue gets accustomed. So the teacher, this is on the teacher to get the student accustomed to reading correctly. So he has to read for him over and over. Don't say, yeah, these guys, they don't study. These guys can't read. These guys are not working hard. No, they're a reflection of you. You're the teacher. You should be, if they're not up to par, you're going to push to either they drop out or drop it. But they're not going to just sit there like that. You want to push them till they just run away. Or you want to push them till they get up. But they're going to be in your lesson, they sleep. You're going to say they're sleeping in the dark. No, you don't know. No. You have to run it correctly. You're the teacher. Hey, stand up. Hey, you stand up. Check my voice to somebody. Stand up. You stand up. He's like 40 years old. Say, I was sleeping. You know how embarrassing that is? Stand up. Say, I didn't memorize the hadith today. I didn't memorize the hadith today. Man, that's the last time you do that. Now, so the teacher, he is not just a teacher he's concerned with the book. He's not a teacher of a book. He's a teacher of students that are alive, that have different understandings and different capabilities and different characteristics. Na'am. Some of them are pessimistic, some of them are optimistic, some of them are new, some of them are old. You can't just treat the ones that are optimistic and advanced, and other ones just like, these guys are lazy, these guys, they don't know, they're not hardworking, they're not appreciative, they're disrespectful. Time, you're the teacher. Understand what's your role? You're the teacher. You have to teach them how to study, how to sit, not just the book, how to sit, how to conduct themselves, how to speak. Nah, you're the teacher. Number 11. هذه الستارة للنافذة الكبيرة. الستارة للنافذة الكبيرة. This curtain is for the big window. الستارة. الستارة. Now, sitr is like a covering. Sutra. No, just sutra is like it's covering. But sitara is something that covers your window. A curtain. Sitara. A sitara. Curtain. You need these words. A sitara. A sitara. What was number 10 again? Oh, man, we didn't translate number 10. No. Ya Shu'aib, do you have brothers and sisters? Do you have brothers and sisters? Nah. Do you have brothers and sisters? هذه الستارة للنافذة الكبيرة. This curtain is for the big window. النافذة is a window. What is the purpose of this lesson? للنافذة. That lamb. Let's stay on point. للنافذة الكبيرة. للنافذة الكبيرة. For the big window. The curtain is for the big window. Look at the next one. هذه الستائر. These curtains للنوافذ في الغرفة النوم. Or for the windows in the bedroom. These are words that you need. This is going to help you speak. So what do? You have to review your sentences over and over, over and over, over and over. So particularly from here on, there's going to be a sentence, there's a section of the book called Jumul Mufida. You have to review that section all the time because it has in it the words of that chapter. So you don't have to go back to the exercise where you have to fill in the blanks. You don't have to go there. Everything, the meat of it is in this area that's called Jumul Mufida. Everything that you need is there. But the more the merrier. If you go back to the area that says fill in the blanks and the homework, that's good. But this area, Jumul Mufida, has everything that you need for that chapter. You all are after me. هذه الستائر للنوافذ في غرفة النوم. هذه الستائر للنوافذ في غرفة النوم. في غرفة النوم. Right. These curtains are for the windows in the bedroom or in the sleeping room. And Naum is sleeping. Right. Look at the scale. Satair, nawafidh. The same scale is for plural. Like masajid, asair, wasaid. We have satair, nawafidh. Na'am. Right. هذا صحن للطعام. This is a dish. This is a plate for the food. Plate. Sahnun, plate. Sahnun. Sahnun. So you use these words in the house. Atini sahnan. Aina sahn. Where's the plate? Where's the dish? هذا صحن للطعام. This is a plate for the food. هذه الصحون الجديدة للعروسة. هذه الصحون الجديدة للعروسة. للعروسة. هذه الصحون الجديدة. These new dishes. للعروسة. ما من عروسة. أحسن, for the bride.
For the bride?
No, for the bride. Arusa is the bride. Ers is a wedding. That's an honorable thing, a marriage. That's an honorable thing. Now, yeah, repeat this again with me. هذه الصحون الجديدة للعروسة. These new dishes are for the bride. So when somebody says that they're ready for marriage, that means he has an apartment and it is what somebody needs, you know what I'm saying? Has furniture just to get by. He had to have the bed and he had to have silverware. You can't come and say, listen, I know that I'm gonna get married, but I'm just gonna get the basics. I'm gonna get one knife. It's just me and her. I'm gonna get 2 forks. You can't think like that. I'm gonna get 2 forks. You know what I'm saying? One knife. I don't even need a spoon, so I'm gonna get 1 spoon. That's for her. Man, come on, actually, get the set of silverware. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing around. Get the sharp knives too. Get cups. You know, cups for tea. Do it right, Akhi. If you can't do it, don't make it. It's not next week. The when is next 6 months, Akhi. It's not like that. Ain't no quickie. You're gonna save up your money. You're gonna do it. This is my daughter. You're gonna do it right, or you're not gonna do it. Okay? Then the family's gonna come over, look at the men. They're gonna come over, look at the apartment. Okay, you got a leak over there on the wall. You gotta shake that leak. You know, they're gonna look, you know, mashallah, everything is nice. He feels like, you know, he feels like he gotta be straight. I don't have the money for the bed. No, there's no rush. Get your stuff together. Let us know when you're ready next time, really ready. Okay. Ready doesn't mean I want to. My knee is ready. No, we know your knee is good. Nah. But you have to have an apartment. This is where your wife is going to be living at. You know what I'm saying? And the women, listen, the women, they like cups. They have cups for tea, cups of juice. They want the soup bowl. They want cereal bowl. They want plastic cups. They want, you know, sharp knife, the butter knife, the soup spoon. They want the teaspoon. You know, they like that. It's your wife. You know what I'm saying? You got to do it right. Especially at the beginning. At the beginning, this is the most generous somebody's going to be. This is him. He like, it on thick, blah, blah, blah. You know, on. One spoon, one knife, one fork, two forks. Use forks from Salvation Army. Come on, do it right. Make it nice, spread it out, get a little surface rug if you can't carpet the whole thing. You know, you need towels. I'm sure she got towels. No, buy towels, hook up the place. When a woman get married, everything she comes with in a Muslim country is new. There is no old clothing. Everything is new. There's no old towels. So when she get the money for the mahr, she buys clothes, a whole new, everything is new. She don't come in her old slippers. There's no more old stuff. This is what marriage is. It's new. It's like, whoa. You know? Whole new clothing. So we have to think differently, barakallahu fikum. Number 15. Al-Muhur lil-Ara'is. I'll put this in there, and it's not like a beginner word. I just wanted to put it in there. Ahsant, Muqbil. Muqbil is the student. Allah Mubarak fi. The dowries. Nah. Mahr is a dowry. This is the plural, muhur. Wa ara'is is the plural for arusa. It's for the brides. Nah. The dowries are for the brides. Nah. The dowries are for the brides. So it shouldn't be over expensive. But at least somebody could save up $1,000. I mean, come on. Somebody's dowry is not going to be some gloves and some socks, or Kitab al-Tawheed, or Sahih Bukhari. The app, how much is the app now? Sahih Bukhari. The app is like, come on, you're afraid to download it. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's some more. You're going to save up money. The women, they should buy gold. They should buy something that's going to last and it's going to increase. They shouldn't buy something that after 5 years is not valuable. You shouldn't buy a laptop. And that's your dowry, okay? After 5 years, what's your dowry? Oh, buy some gold, buy some silver, buy something. That if you need some money, you have something. Because you're not working, you're a wife now. You're not under your father anymore and your mother, and they hooking out. You have your dowry with you. Listen, I need me a computer. Let me sell one of these earrings. Let me sell one of these chains. You have something with you that belongs to you, that the value of it is just only going to go up. Nah. So request a dowry that has some value to it. Get a dowry that has some value. Whether you're married before or it's your first time married. So the men have to, should honor their wives for getting a dowry that is, you know, have some value to it. You know, have some value to it. Al-Muhur lil-Ara'is. Muhur, this sentence I only put it in just as a religious benefit. Now, Mahrun is the singular. Mahrun, that's a dowry. Mahrun. This is the plural. Muhur. Wa Ara'is is the plural of the word that's in the previous sentence. Arusa. Arusa is the bride. So these are Ara'is, the brides. Understand, Jihad? No. Al-Muhur lil-Ara'is. No. Alhamdu lillahi Rabbil Alameen. What's the point in this sentence? Why did I bring this sentence? Lillahi, it's for Allah. Alhamd. All the praise for everything. All of the praise, all of it is for Allah. Rabbil Alameen. Tayyib, ya ikhwah. We're going to move on. This story, I would have the students memorize it. And you're getting to the point where when we reach the stories, the students have to memorize it. Have to memorize it. From here, the students will memorize the story here. and they will come in the next day and read it. No. It's not as difficult as you may see it. This name of the story is Al-Muslim. Al-Muslim. Look where you're at. Look where you have reached. This is a story. Now, we haven't reached any verbs yet. So I made it so that if we haven't reached anything, I don't mention it. طيب. الآن, let's read the story. You all repeat after me. I'm going to translate as we go. Al-Muslim. هذا الرجل مسلم. هذا الرجل مسلم. This man is a Muslim. حاله طيب. حاله طيب. That's a good situation. The situation is good. له رب رحيم اسمه الله. له رب رحيم اسمه الله. له رب رحيم. له رب رحيم اسمه الله. He has a merciful Lord. His name is Allah. هو خالق كل شيء. هو خالق كل شيء. He is the creator of everything. لا إله إلا هو. لا إله إلا هو. Nothing is worthy of worship except Him. La ilaha, means there is no deity. Illahu, there's no deity except Him. Meaning there's no deity in truth. And nothing deserves to be worshipped except Him. No. له دين عظيم هو الإسلام. ونهر التنوين. له دين عظيم هو الإسلام. He has a great religion. It is Islam. له نبي كريم اسمه محمد. له نبي كريم اسمه محمد. عليه الصلاة والسلام. عليه الصلاة والسلام. He has an honorable prophet. His name is Muhammad. Upon him is the peace and blessings. As-salat wa salam. That's not the best translation, but that is what's popular. And the translating of it is something that's difficult. As-salah is thana'ullah fil mala'il a'la. As-salah is the praise of Allah in the highest places in the sky. The praise of Allah. Allah praises Him in the highest places in the sky. So it's hard to translate that. Hard to translate. طيب, let's go. Al-Qur'anu kitabu rabbihi. Al-Qur'anu kitabu rabbihi. The Quran is the book of his Lord. وَهُوَ كَلَامُ رَبِّ الْعَالَمِينَ. Don't put an alif lam on everything. Don't say huwal wa fil. Don't say that. Fil. Everything's fil. Sometimes it's fi. Sometimes it's huwa, not huwal. Don't rush into the lam. Don't rush into the lam. وَهُوَ كَلَامُ رَبِّ الْعَالَمِينَ. And it is the speech of the Lord of the worlds. Al-Muslimu lahu ibadatun. Al-Muslimu lahu ibadatun. The Muslim, he has acts of worship. Ibadat, worships, acts of worship. كلها لله وحده. كلها لله وحده. All of them are for Allah alone. All of them for Allah alone. فصلاته وصيامه لربه تعالى. فصلاته وصيامه لربه تعالى. So his salah and his fasting, his prayers and his fasting is for his Lord the Most High. For his Lord the Most High. حياته في الطاعة. حياته في الطاعة. His life is in obedience. His life, حياته, is in obedience. وفي موته الراحة. وفي موته الراحة. And in his death is comfort. In his death is comfort. هذا هو المسلم. هذا هو المسلم. This is the Muslim. حاله طيب. حاله طيب. His situation is good. This little story here, we're going to read it again. It's about Lamul Mulk. Stay focused. So put that on the side. The purpose of the story is in it. Lahu deen. Li Rabbihi. Lillah. Lillah. Now, for that lamb shows possession. That lamb shows possession. So look at the meanings that we're able to digest without having any verbs yet. Imagine if we get verbs. And then you understand things directly. It doesn't have to be translated. Translation is just crutches that you use until you get on your feet. Nothing you live with. Not for us to live like this on crutches. Nah. Until we just get on our feet. Nah. Now, let's read this again. Without the translation. Except if somebody has a question. If somebody has a question, stop us and we'll look and see. هذا الرجل مسلم. هذا الرجل مسلم. حاله طيب. حاله طيب. له رب رحيم اسمه الله. له رب رحيم اسمه الله. هو خالق كل شيء. هو خالق كل شيء. لا إله إلا هو. لا إله إلا هو. وله دين عظيم. وله دين عظيم. هو الإسلام. هو الإسلام. وله نبي كريم. وله نبي كريم اسمه محمد. اسمه محمد عليه الصلاة والسلام. القرآن كتاب ربه. القرآن كتاب ربه. هو كلام رب العالمين. هو كلام رب العالمين. المسلم له عبادات. المسلم له عبادات كلها لله وحده كلها لله وحده فصلاته وصيامه لربه تعالى فصلاته وصيامه لربه تعالى حياته في الطاعة حياته في الطاعة وفي موته الراحة وفي موته الراحة هذا هو المسلم هذا هو المسلم حاله طيب. طيب, close your books. Let's see who memorized it. Now I just want to show you. Everybody close the book. Nobody look. I am not going to look myself. Let's please go through with me. هذا هو مسلم. What's after that? هذا هو طيب. له رب رحيم اسمه الله هو خالق كل شيء لا إله إلا هو. That's easy. هذا الرجل مسلم حاله طيب له رب رحيم اسمه الله خالق كل شيء لا إله إلا هو. After that, what comes after that? وله دين عظيم هو الإسلام. له دين عظيم هو الإسلام. وله نبي كريم اسمه محمد عليه الصلاة والسلام. That's the second line. له دين عظيم هو الإسلام. وله نبي كريم اسمه محمد عليه الصلاة والسلام. القرآن كتاب ربه هو كلام رب العالمين. القرآن first start with Allah, then Muhammad, then the Deen, then the Quran. This is how you do when you do the khutbah. You go, okay, first إن الإنسان لا في خسر, explain it. الذين آمنوا عملوا الصالحات, say about the iman, say about عمل الصالحات, and then you piece it like that. If you forget something, you forget the details. I'm at the general points that's there with you. Nah. So if you forget something, you go back. إن الإنسان لا في خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات. It's going to start coming back. Because if you review, if you get stuck, you go back. Don't sit there and go like that. Then go back. Nah. القرآن كتاب ربه هو كلام رب العالمين. Okay, after that. المسلم له عبادات. So now you're going to say that he has acts of worship. كلها لله وحده فصلاته وصيامه لربه تعالى. Okay, after that. لربه تعالى. حياته في الطاعة موته في الراحة. هذا هو المسلم حاله طيب. I'm memorizing, y'all can do it. I've been reading the story 15 years. This is a good start. So I want you to recognize the pattern of something. First of it is about Allah. It doesn't have to be verbatim. هذا هو مسلم حاله طيب له رب رحيم اسمه الله. What's the second thing? القرآن الدين له دين عظيم هو الإسلام. له نبي كريم اسمه محمد. القرآن كتاب ربه وكلام رب العالمين. له عبادات كلها لله فصلاته وصيامه حياته في الطاعة موته في الراحة. هذا هو مسلم حاله طيب. Alright, you the first one tomorrow. Right, this is very important. This is going to strengthen you in your Arabic. You memorize it because it's a sentence. You got to put it together. Got to put it together. هذا طيب هذا طيب هذا طيب. Let me check and see if there's any questions down here. طيب. Inshallah. We're going a little longer today, but it's of absolute importance. We've reached this very important chapter today. Are you all still with me? You all still hanging in there? This chapter here is of extreme importance, so we want to take our time. Are you online? Are you all there? You all are doing all right?
Naam.
Barakallahu fiqh. This class here is very important. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. ونحن في الصفحة الثالثة والثمانين. On page number 83. الدرس التاسع. الدرس التاسع. I'm moving now. I'm moving. And I said after that we're going to be going downhill. We're going downhill. الدرس التاسع المضاف والمضاف إليه. Type this word idafa means to add something to something. Idafa is to add. You have mudif is the thing that you use to add to. Mudaf means it's added to. It's added and what's added to. There's no way, to translate this. Translation doesn't do justice to it. I know a brother, I'm not going to mention his name, he had Tuhfa Siniya translated totally. Big, nice, big book. But translating it doesn't do justice to it. It's an injustice. It's an injustice. You can't translate a Nahu book. That's like doing American grammar in Chinese. Like, what's the point? You gotta learn English. You can't do American translating what adjectives means in Chinese and adverb, what it means in the past participle and helping verb. We call it helping verb. How could you imagine it in another language like that? Helping verb? Well, that's just a name. We don't know what they call it, a helping verb. So he's going to be in the translation. Helping verb? What does it help? It must. Listen, in English, we don't know what it means in English. You know what I'm saying? So don't trouble yourself. No. So one of the people came, the English, every language has its own thing, A foreign came to my brother, I don't know if he was wherever he was from Asian countries, and he was like, what does it mean that I'm not going to be taking any more of your crap? What does that mean? He said, no, it's not a little. It's not a little. He just heard the people just saying that. He was like, what does it mean that I'm not going to be taking any more of your crap? It's like, come sit down. Let me explain to you. When somebody's tired, they have certain words that they use, but it's not the literal meaning of it. Nah. Look at these sentences here. We have been studying Arabic by comparison. We have been studying all along by comparison. So now we're going to look at also on the right side. That's for Lam al-Mulk. This is the sentences that we just took, Lam al-Mulk. And we're going to compare with that which is on the left side. That's Mudaf Ilay. Mudaf Ilay is the summarized quick version of it. The Lam al-Mulk is the detailed, specified version of it. Let's look at the first one. هذا البيت لعبد الحميد. هذا البيت, this house, لعبد الحميد. It's for Abdul Hamid. Is that clear, Ya Jihad? That's clear. Look at the next sentence. هذا بيت عبد الحميد. That's the mudaf. Bayt is mudaf. Abdul Hamid is mudaf ilayh. This is the quicker way of saying it. هذا بيت عبد الحميد. هذا بيت عبد الحميد. But if I want to be specific, I'll say هذا البيت لعبد الحميد. I want to make it clear. So you're the speaker. I'm telling you, you want to be quick and brief, or you want to be specific and detailed. Choose what you want to say. Look at it again. هذا البيت. Look at that L. Look at that Alif Lam. Look at that L. لعبد الحميد. It's for Abdul Hamid. مضاف إليه. Bayt is mudaf. It cannot have Alif Lam. It cannot have L. Mudaf, it cannot have Al. And what is the problem with mudaf ilayh? You getting rid of the lam al-mulk. You're getting rid of the lam al-mulk. So there's no alif lam and there's no lam al-mulk. هذا البيت لعبد الحميد. هذا بيت عبد الحميد. بيت عبد الحميد. بيت عبد الحميد. هذا بيت عبد الحميد. The meaning is the same. The meaning, what's conveyed, is the same. Except the first one says this house is for Abdul Hamid. The second one, this is Abdul Hamid's house. Nah.
I thought it said هذا البيت لعبد الحميد. It was for him and he didn't have it yet.
No, this could be possession, or it could be that it's his. It's his. No, this is Lam al-Mulk, means he possesses it. That's what Lam al-Mulk. Let's look at number 2.
Okay.
هذا القلم لحفصة. No, we don't have to do any translating now. We know this stuff now. This pen is for Hafsa. هذا القلم has alif lam. هذا القلم has alif lam. لحفصة, for Hafsa. We have the Lam al-Mulk. So what do you have to study first when you're studying Arabic? Mudaf ilayh first or Lam al-Mulk first? You have to do Lam al-Mulk first. I can do that first. So you understand these sentences. Na'am. You understand that, Ya Jihad? هذا القلم لحفصة. This pen is for Hafsa. هذا قلم حفصة. Look at the one on the left side. هذا قلم حفصة. قلم حفصة. Hafsa's pen. قلم حفصة. So what is the purpose of mudaf ilayh? It conveys possession. This is one of the benefits of mudaf ilayh, to convey possession. And what is lam al-mulk? What does mulk mean? Possession. Which one is quicker? Mudaf ilayh. But sometimes your objective is not to be quick. Sometimes your objective could be to be specific and to be detailed according to your audience. No. According to what you're trying to stress. No. If you need to be specific, if you need to be detailed, if the kalam is just normal, you just according لكل مقام مقال. For every position, there's a speech. For every stance, for every situation, there's a specific speech that needs to be used. هذا القلم لحفصة. This pen is for Hafsa. هذا قلم حفصة. هذا قلم حفصة. Listen. قلم حفصة is one thing. You can't say هذا قلم حفصة. You understand? So Abdul Hakim, that's mudaf ilayh. Servant of Allah, servant of Al-Hakim. Can't say Abdul. Allah. No, it's Abdullah. Servant of Allah. Allah owns him. It's Allah's servant. Hafsa owns the pen. Allah owns that servant. Abdullah. What does it mean? It means Al-Abd Lillah. Al-Abd Lillah. Huwa Al-Abd Lillah. He is the servant of Allah. Huwa Abdullah. Huwa Al-Abd Lillah. But when we go through the examples, it's going to become clearer. Let's look at number 3. أين المفتاح لبيتي. Okay, now this one has a damir muttasil. This one has a damir muttasil. Where is the key for my house? أين المفتاح لبيتي. Where is the key for my house? Okay, now let's look at the mudaf ilayh. أين مفتاح بيتي. أين مفتاح بيتي. Where is the key of my house? Where's the key to my house? Where's the key to my house? Look at the first one. أين المفتاح بأل. ألف لام. لي بيتي has the lam والملك. لي بيتي. So this has two things. The lam والملك has the alif lam and it has lam والملك. Has the alif lam. المفتاح. المفتاح. لي بيتي. And it has the lam والملك has two things. Mudaf ilayh, you're getting rid of two things. You're getting rid of the lam, alif lam, and the lam. So it's shorter. Aina miftahu bayti. It's the same meaning that's conveyed. It's not that you're going to translate the exact. That's not the issue. What is the meaning that's conveyed to the listener? What is he understanding from you? That this possession is to that, and this belongs to that. No.
Is the big T showing me it being mine?
Hold on. Bayti wa baytuka, that's also mudaf ilayh. Anything that has the damir muttasil, that's also mudaf ilayh. When you say baytuka, your house. It means your house. What does baytuka mean? Bayt lak. Bayt lahu. Bayt li. So I'm getting rid of lam al-mulk. I'm getting rid of the lam al-mulk.
This bait is just a
House, nah.
Big T.
My house. Nah. But what if I said, هذا مفتاح البيت? It's the key of the house.
In general.
نعم, the key of the house. هذا مفتاح بيتك. هذا مفتاح بيتنا. It's the key of our house. نعم. طيب.
So now we're getting closer to the possession.
طيب, inshallah. Somebody had a question. And it says, لام الملك ومضاف إليه عند الكسر. The word, we don't want to get into whether it has a kasra. That is the norm on mudaf ilay, but that'll come. We're going to mention that in its due time. Don't get preoccupied with a dhamma, and don't get preoccupied with a fatha, and don't get preoccupied with a kasra. That is not our lesson. If I mention that, I just mention it on the side. Don't get involved with that. Don't get sidetracked with that. Understand the lesson. Understand the lesson. Look at Hafsata. Doesn't accept a kasra. So if I open up that door, I got to open up this door. Just leave that on the side. Leave that on the side. Nah. Barakallahu fikum. But yes, the mudaf ilayh gets a kasra. But look at this word that we're going into now. Look at the sentence what we're going to do now. هذا العيد للمسلمين. The Muslimin doesn't accept the kasra because it's plural. And if I open up that door, I have to mention the kasra or that which takes the place of a kasra if it's plural, like the ya. So I don't want to harm you all and abuse you all intellectually with that. This is not fair. That's not fair. نعم. هذا العيد للمسلمين. This is the celebration for the Muslims. This is the celebration for the Muslims. Okay, let's look at the next one. هذا عيد المسلمين. هذا عيد المسلمين. This is the Eid of the Muslims. What did we drop? There was Eid as an alif lam on the first word, on the first sentence, and it's lil muslimin, for the Muslims' possession. But mudaf ilayh, this connection, this hookup of two words, this routine here, is to convey possession. That's the purpose of it. What is the benefit of mudaf ilayh? To convey possession. Let's understand. The benefit of it is for conveying possession. It can also be used for describing something. That'll come. It can also be used for description. Like I say, Babu Khashabin, a door of wood. Babu Khashab. It can also be used for that. But the asl, the origin of it is for what? Possession. It's for possession. If number 4 is clear, we'll go on to number 5. هذه السيارة لنا. هذه السيارة لنا. This sayara is for us. What is that lamb? Lana. What is that lamb? That's lamb al mulk. For us is our possession. It's not like we deserve it it's for them, it's going to be in the future. No, lana means it's haqquna, it's ours. هذه السيارة لنا. This car is for us. This car is ours. هذه سيارتنا. هذه سيارتنا. That's the ضمير متصل. And why did we bring this? Just to show that the mudir, الضمير المتصل is مضاف إليه. What's the مضاف? سيارة. What's the مضاف إليه? الضمير المتصل. Nah. And it conveys what? Possession. It conveys possession. For all that we studied before, and we studied it well, the ضمير المتصل, بيتك وبيته وبيتها وبيتنا وكتابك. It shows possession, whose book is. And that's why it's what? That's why it's ma'rifah. So we were saying that the ضمير المتصل is ma'rifah. Yes. If the mudaf ilayh is ma'rifah, then that's ma'rifah. طيب, inshallah. طيب, number 6. هذه الكتب لكم. You all repeat after me. هذه الكتب لكم. هذه كتبكم. The first one, these books for you. These books has an L on it. L book. These books. لكم, for you. For you. The lam of muk is there. هذه كتبكم. هذه كتبكم. These are your books. Okay, I'm going to ask a question. هذه الكتب. الكتب, is this معرفة or nakira? الكتب. معرفة. So where, when we say these are your books, on the second part, where does it earn the fact that it's ma'rifah? Where does it get its ta'rif from? Where does it get its state of changing from indefinite to definite? Where did it earn? When it got attached to the pronoun, it got the quality. When it got attached to the pronoun, it got the quality of the pronoun. All the pronouns are ma'rifah. What does ma'rifah mean? That is known. I want to ask you, what's more known? What's more known? The noun or the pronoun? Muhammad or Huwa? Ana or Zayd? Which one is more known? What's the highest level of things of known? The highest is Allah. After that, is it the name, Muhammad, Zayd, Amr, Yusuf, or is it the pronoun? Huwa, hiya, and the pronoun's higher than the noun. Let us say, he did it, you know what I'm talking about. But if I say Muhammad, Muhammad, I don't need Huwa ibn Ahmed, hiya bintu. I don't need hiya bintu. If you say hiya is known, it's known. It's known. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, بل هي آيات بينات. He says, it is ayat. He says, it. What are you talking about? Talking about the Quran. It doesn't have to start off with the pronoun. If you use it, it's known. I'm talking about. Now, it's even known than it's more known than a noun. Now, so this kutub, it earned the fact that it's ma'rifah from what? When it got attached to that damir. So now the whole thing is ma'rifah. Hadihi kutubukum. These are your books. These are your books. We're going to finish this section and that's enough. طيب, number 7. أين الغطاء لهذا القلم? Where is the cover to this pen? الغطاء. غطاء is a cover for a pot, cover for a pen. غطاء. أين الغطاء لهذا القلم? Where is the top to this pen, to this pen, for this pen. لهذا القلم, لهذا القلم. Okay, let's look at the next one. أين غطاء هذا القلم؟ أين غطاء هذا القلم? What did we do? We took off al from غطاء and we took the lamb of milk from هذا. We took the al from غطاء and we took the lamb of milk from هذا, not لهذا. أين غطاء هذا القلم? No. So in the second sentence, you don't need al-qalam. In either of the sentences, you'll say أين غطاء هذا? Where's the top of this? Where's the top for this? أين غطاء هذا? Because هذا is what is ma'rifah, is known. If I'm going to point at it, then you know what I'm talking about. If I'm going to point at it, you know what I'm talking about. No. But then you come with that other, with the word qalam, just for extra clarification. It's not ink. Well, I'm sorry, let me go back. It's not an ink well. It's not ink for a pen. No, the ghita is not ink. It's not ink. Sorry,
Anyone else?
no, it's okay. No, it didn't break. Everything's good. Type number 8. أين السيارة؟ عفوا that's incorrect. أين الستارة؟ لهذه النافذة. أين الستارة؟ لهذه النافذة. Where is the curtain for this window? Where is the curtain? الستارة. لهذه النافذة. For this window. Let's read the other one. أين ستارة هذه النافذة؟ أين ستارة هذه النافذة؟ هذه النافذة. ستارة هذه النافذة. Where is the curtain of this window? Number 9. Sentences, big sentences now. هل هذه المفاتيح للمسجد؟ هل هذه المفاتيح للمسجد؟ Are these keys for the masjid? Plural. Are these keys for the masjid? هل هذه مفاتيح المسجد? You'll after me. The second part. مضاف إليه. هل هذه مفاتيح المسجد? There's no lil. هل هذه مفاتيح المسجد؟ مفاتيح الماء. Now, if you pronounce that lamb, you got to go to the mean. Your tongue has to be like a jab. Your tongue is not a lazy cross. Tongue is quick, like that. No, the word is going to be too slow in your mouth. Your tongue has to be quick. Bop, 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 bop. That's your tongue in your mouth. To the raw, to the team, to the mean, to the team, to the raw, to the call. Bop, 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 bop. Not that tongue. No. So you have to actually move. You have to exercise your tongue. So you have to have speaking drills. I mean, use your sentences as it. Use your sentences as it. You have to actually move your mouth. Move your mouth. No. طيب. Let's do that again. The second part. هل هذه مفاتيح المسجد؟ Now, so try to raise your voice. Try to be commanding. To move your tongue correctly. Number 10. Number 10. أحمد في الغرفة للضيوف. أحمد في الغرفة للضيوف. Ahmed is in the room for the guests. The room for the guests. أحمد في غرفة الضيوف. Don't say Phil. Don't say Phil. أحمد في غرفة الضيوف. أحمد في غرفة الضيوف. نعم. أحمد في غرفة الضيوف. Ahmed is in the guest room. The first one, Ahmed is in the room for the guest. Ahmed is in the guest room. It's quicker. هذه الملابس للكفار. هذه الملابس للكفار. These clothing are for disbelievers. الملابس للكفار, for disbelievers. هذه ملابس الكفار. هذه ملابس الكفار. Time. So we took off al-malabis, we took off al. But lil kufar, we took off that also. So we have to bring a number of examples so that it becomes clear. The sentences are big here. الحافلة للعوائل أمام المسجد. The bus for the families is in front of the masjid. Again. الحافلة للعوائل أمام المسجد. Okay, next one. حافلة العوائل أمام المسجد. حافلة العوائل أمام المسجد. The family bus, the bus of the families, is in front of the masjid. The first one is al-hafila and it's lil-awa'il. So here we're going to take off al and the lam for mulk lil-awa'il. So we're going to say hafilatul awa'il. Where did this thing get the bus for the family? Where does it get this ma'rifah from? Because al-awa'il has an al on it. So when it gets attached to something that has an alif lam, then the whole thing gets ma'rifah. The whole thing gets ma'rifah. طيب. الطبيب للأسنان هناك في المستشفى. الطبيب للأسنان هناك في المستشفى. The doctor for the teeth is over there in the hospital. طبيب الأسنان هناك في المستشفى. The dentist, the tooth doctor, not the doctor of the teeth, the tooth doctor, the dentist is there in the masjid, in the hospital. We're going to stop here. We took a lot today. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward you all for your patience. But look at what you all have to do for homework. Look at what you all have to do for homework. We want from this class 2 or 3 people to read that story first from memory. I want you all to read that from memory. I'm going to help you through it. So you just keep going till you can say these things on your own. هذا الرجل المسلم حاله طيب له رب رحيم اسمه الله خالق كل شيء لا إله إلا هو له دين عظيم هو الإسلام له نبي كريم اسمه محمد عليه الصلاة والسلام القرآن كتاب ربه وكلام رب العالمين المسلم له عبادات كلها لله فصلاته وصيامه لربه تعالى حياته في الطاعة موته في الراحة هذا هو المسلم حاله طيب. So first you're going to talk about what? Muslim, his Lord and his name. Then his religion, the name of his religion. His prophet, the name of his prophet. His book. Sequence. Yeah. طيب, look at these sentences. These sentences is in the form of what? Al-Ma'rifah and Lam al-Mulk. And you're going to change it to Mudaf Mudaf ilayh. You're going to change it to Mudaf Mudaf ilayh. You're learning Arabic. You're learning to be versatile and to understand the root of Arabic. You're not just talking. You can say, no, you wrote that incorrectly. The Mudaf ilayh, the Mudaf can't have an alif lam. The Mudaf ilayh doesn't have lam al-mulk. You know this now. So look at the first one here. It says, Aina at-ta'am lil-dayf. At-ta'am has the alif lam. Lil-dayf has lam al-mulk attached to it. So you have to make it mudaf ilayh. So you're going to say, Aina ta'am lil-dayf. You took off at-ta'am. And you took off lil-dayf. Again. Aina at-ta'am has the alif lam. Aina at-ta'am lil-dayf, for the guest. You're going to take off that alif lam. And you're going to take off the lam al-mulk, because mudaf ilayh, it conveys possession, so you don't need that lam al-mulk. And as far as it being ma'rifah, it's going to take its ma'rifah from the second word. So we don't need at-ta'am, because it's going to get its state of being ma'rifah definite from the other word. It's going to earn it and attribute it from the other word, at-dayf. So we're going to say, Aina ta'am at-dayf. It's one phrase now. So we don't need an alif lam there and an alif lam there, because it's one word. Ta'am at-dayf. Where is the food of the guest? Where's the guest's food? Where's the guest's food? So you all are going to do on these. Have the للأولاد. All you're going to do is take up alif lam and take up the lam al-mulk. You're going to end up هذا درس الأولاد. Okay, you're going to do all these on your own. I don't necessarily want to read it because I want you to pick this up on your own. After that, it's just the opposite. We'll do this in class. The opposite. This is the opposite. Look at this one here on the next page, number 85. It's the opposite. Number 85, it says هذا كتاب أحمد. It's مضاف إليه. First, هذا كتاب أحمد. This is Ahmed's book. You have to change this to lam al-mulk. So you have to know it. You can't just brush it off. You have to know it. So you're going to add the alif lam and you're going to add lam al-mulk. Well, we're going to do that later. We're going to suffice with that which took so far. Alhamdulillah. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. That's our class for today. We're not going to do any classes after this, inshallah. بارك الله فيكم. إلى هنا.